Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jeep Journals. Just showing you a little bit of the trail. And I wanted to reintroduce myself. I'm Ray. And I grew up everywhere. But I was mostly raised in San Antonio, Texas. And today I had this interesting thought about people who fall down the most. It's usually toddlers and older people, wiser people. And I think sometimes it's because we get so excited, we're looking around at things from completely different perspectives. The child might be distracted by the orange leaf. The adult may be distracted by someone walking across the street further, or an animal that they see. You know, what if someone sees a snake? Do they freak out immediately, or do they at least try to identify, is it venomous? So, as I relate these topics to our own wellness, it possibly goes without saying that the more we pay attention, the less likely we are to fall down. Some of us are still good at paying attention to the immediate proximity because we learn what can cause us to fall, and we know whether we can outrun something or not. At a certain point, we remember to question our core capabilities, and then we wonder if we're physically capable of accomplishing what it is we want to set out to accomplish. So I always talk about wellness and conservation. Today's no different. Talking about the same thing. How paying attention can mitigate falling down, which would prevent accidents. And mostly how less is more. Check this out. I hope I lined that up. I wish I didn't have to show it to you. We've got to take our medicine though. The bitter with the bittersweet, with the super delicious. And I'd like to think all of this knowledge that we're sharing, especially on these communities, these online communities, while we've got them, they're super delicious. I've learned a lot. I've seen how to accomplish many things, and all the while I've remained aware of wildlife and nature and the things around me. I can hear someone approaching behind me. I can see the flowers in front of me. I can yield when I need to yield. And I can still navigate this unruly trail while seeing and hearing some of the birds around me, and also hitting on the point one more time that where were all the crickets in this wild space? Where were all the squirrels? Are they only in our residential areas right now? Wellness and conservation takes challenging our minds to grow new wrinkles in time. So I hope I've challenged some of us to think a little bit about nature when we think about wellness and conservation, and how walking around in a place like this allows us the clarity to focus on a conversation even while navigating challenging trails, what some of our segment might call as exercise. You know, it's not bad to get in some exercise. It's not bad to get in some peace and quiet. And it's not bad to recognize when the quiet is a little bit almost eerily quiet. So for everyone who's prepping, who's got a mindset of panic, first thing I gotta say is, if we know we can walk really far, especially in any conditions that are presented to us, well, we've got at least that to hope for. A lot of us are watching a lot of terrifying movies and seeing that there may be a faster, stronger adversary. But don't forget, what's right is right. And the things that happen in the name of peace and the alignments that lead to the junctions where we meet up in time. Someone was asking me about junction recently. I have a lot to contribute with that topic, and I'm nowhere near a place where I really want to talk about the future yet. I'm trying to live in the current with war planes flying over me. And so you can see all of the things that might break our concentration, and you can see the things that might break our fall. But I wonder if many people can see the things that help us in our ascent. And whether or not we give thanks for them. Gratitude is a constant attitude that we can tune into. We can still absorb other people's health and redistribute it. I'm looking at some more plastic up here. You may not be able to see it, I don't know. I see, look at this. All right, it's actually easier to hold it this way because then I know I'm in frame and I'm showing something that you were probably dialing in for. Can you hear it sometimes when my foot slips? The uncertainty. We've all got it. There's no one tougher than the other person who can face any challenge too much differently from one another, considering the outcomes that may happen. In other words, if someone were to be paying attention fully, but someone else were to run a red light and collide with us, we had no way to foresee that we would be suddenly leveled and caused to pause to give consideration to what it was that was going on in life. For me, here's what's going on. Listen for the bugs. Now, I don't know what this speaker, with this microphone, I should say, can pick up. I can hear some distant residential dogs. This part's treacherous. It's very slick. Please bear with me. Please hold. I'm playing some kind of hold music for you. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, we're back to where we have some traction. So you can hear the things I'm talking about every day. I'm not sure why I have to play this constant message. I just know it brings me a lot of hope because I know someone's watching this, and I know somehow we're going to team up to share the good news. I hope only to not stumble along the way, and I know if I stumble, I might fall right into your arms and vice versa, or we could fall and hit the rocks, you know. Yesterday I met somebody on the trail and talked about lucid dreams, paying attention to dreams. And now I've started to include thinking about yesterday in my day, because I think in my dreams, maybe checking the time, I don't wear a watch typically, but checking the time may be something that I've gotten used to. And so I just kind of overlook what I'm seeing. So being present is one of the main reasons I talk about wellness and conservation. If we can't see the terrific amounts of plastic, and we can't see where we might, did you hear that? Did you hear my sandal slip? That's why I made sure my other foot was grounded. I didn't just errantly plow through it, thinking about something that was troubling my mind as an adult, or something that would have brought me great, amazing joy as an infant. I was somewhere in between, in the present. The present is basically where we all are aspiring to be, because in the present we can face our challenges and with a hop, skip, and a jump we can even thwart what would have been catastrophic in most cases. If you guys could have seen. Anyway, it's very humid today after I filmed. I think we might have a chipmunk or a bird, or I don't know what made that call. Did you hear it? How cool. When I talked about how quiet it was, it started to drizzle, almost like tears, because what I'd said was so sad but true. And it is. It's challenging to think that our ecosystems might be suffering great challenges right now, greater than you could even imagine. Did you see any cactus? Where's the fruit to feed the animals? Did you even notice the animals were struggling? Did you notice that we were struggling? So here we are with a great opportunity to learn together about how to overcome the adversities while remaining healthy enough to contribute to these challenges without slowing down the next person. So today I'm out here for another day of walking. I know that since I'm walking at the same time as I'm talking, it feels like I've been talking for quite a bit longer. I know that typically you'll see either a short segment or a long segment. And today, I think I'm gonna keep this one right in between in this sweet spot, especially so I can focus more on the wet, slippery trails. And I'd like to reiterate, in order to have less conflict, we need to become less conflict. We need to resonate in a more peaceful way, hoping that each other makes it through the perilous times safely, not thinking about people in ways where we hope that they maliciously underscore something to make an example. We're not the judge. So, until next time, thank you so much for walking with me, and peace, love, and all that old school stuff.